In this video, I'm going to show you how to either download, print, and mail your annual registration fee, or how to pay and file online. There's a link below this video which will take you to the state's website. I'm going to click on Corporations, which will scroll the page down, and then let's click on File Online. You should have already created a CGov 360 account. If you have not done so already, please make sure to watch the video on how to do that. In this case, I'm going to log on. I'm going to enter my username and password, and then I'm going to click the Log On button. Once you're logged on, you will see 4 tabs. You want to be on the first tab on the left. It says Business Filings. Let's first discuss downloading, printing, and then mailing in the annual registration fee. You're going to go under the Reports column where it says Annual Registration, and you're going to find the link that says Print Your Annual Registration -LLC. It's right here. For me, it's the third one down the list. I'm going to click that link. What you're going to do is you're going to enter the name of your LLC. You do not need to include the letters LLC. In my example, I'm going to be using a sample company by the name of Peachtree Prompters LLC. I'm just going to enter in Peachtree Prompters with the name, and instead of the search depth exact, I'm just going to go starts with, and then I'm going to click search. You'll see here is the LLC in question, so I'm going to click on the name of the LLC. Next, I'm going to enter the report year. Remember, the annual registration fee is paid for the year going forward, not the year prior like taxes. I'm going to enter 2014 for this example and click Next. On this page, all you do is hit Next at the bottom. The next page will say Complete, and you'll see Annual Registration Document. You're going to click this icon here, and it will load up a new window. What I first recommend doing is if you hover your mouse on the screen, in the lower right hand corner, some icons will appear where you can print this directly from this page, or you can save it. I recommend saving it first by clicking on this disk icon and then saving that to your computer. After you've done that, you can go ahead and hit the print icon and print this document out. Let's take a quick look at the document. You can see here that it's 2 pages, however the second page is just blank, so you really only need the first page. The information will be a little chopped off here underneath the registered agent address. And how this works is you're going to send this back in, follow the instructions above, make sure to include your $50 payment, and if no information is changing this year, you will simply fill out the bottom and sign. Let me zoom in a little bit here, and let's take a closer look. Let's say that no changes need to be made. If that's the case, the only thing you need to do is fill in the date, fill in your title. Here you can enter Managing Member. Again, that's Managing Member. And then put your email address over here, and then sign where it says Authorized Signature. You're then going to mail this slip along with your payment to the address listed at the top of this document. If you do need to make any changes to the information, you'll simply just fill in the boxes here. And if the county does change as well, that goes over here. You can see the existing county is DeKalb County for this example. Just to repeat, if you're making changes, simply fill in the forms here. Make sure you also fill in the county box if the county is changing. You're going to sign, date, title as Managing Member, and put your email address in as well. Another very important note is that the state of Georgia does not send reminders telling you when to pay your annual registration fee. Make sure that you do this every year, or the state will assess late fees, and eventually they will dissolve or shut down your LLC if you continue to ignore this requirement. I'm going to close this window, and let's look at our second option of filing and paying online. I'm going to click Home. I'm going to go back to Business Filings, and instead of under the Reports column, I'm going to go under Miscellaneous, Limited Liability Company, and you'll see here it says Annual Registration LLC Online. I'm going to click that link. Gives you some information here about the filing procedures. Feel free to take a read through. Then click Next at the bottom. Next, in the search box, you're going to enter your LLC name. I'm going to go ahead and enter my sample company. I'm going to hit Search Depth Starts With and click Search. Here's Peachtree Prompters LLC. I'm going to click the name. Next, I'm going to fill in the year that I'm filing this report. All you'll need to do on this page is simply go through all of the fields here and update the address and the information as needed. If no changes need to be made, you can simply leave everything as is. Once you review all of your information and make any changes if applicable, again, if nothing changes, just leave it the same. Let's click Next. Next, we're going to fill in the signer information. This will be yourself, the person filing this. What you're going to do on this page, you're going to simply fill out your name at the top, and then include your address, include your email, and then under Executing Officer Type, you're going to select the drop-down, and you're going to go down to Member/Manager at the bottom. Once everything is done here, you can go ahead and click Next. The next page is simply a review. Take a read through all of the information, make sure it's correct. If so, go ahead and click Next. If you need to make any changes, just click the back button. I'm going to click Next in this case. Here's where we're going to enter our payment. It shows the amount due of $50, and for payment type, I'm going to select credit card. What you'll do on this page is simply enter your credit card information, the name on the card, the billing address, your phone number, card type, credit card information, and hit Next. Since I'm just showing you an example, I cannot proceed past this step. So once you fill out all of your information, go ahead and click Next. Shortly after this step, you'll see a success message and your annual registration fee will be filed. Again, remember that the state of Georgia does not send any reminders for when the annual registration fee is due. It's your responsibility to make sure that you file on time every year. Even if no information within your company has changed, you still have to update the state with your records on an annual basis. And that concludes the annual registration fee lesson.